Senegal was once seen as France's golden child, but today that is questioned because the loyalty is no more there. With new players on ground, people like Ousmane Sonko, who is the Prime Minister of Senegal, and the President of Senegal, Diomaye Faye, the changes are obvious. The tides are turning. Senegal is joining the AES country to say no more Western influences, no more of France interference in our internal affairs. The diplomatic steps Senegal is taking to stop France's furtherance into the internal affairs of their country. President Bassirou Diomaye Faye recently announced and told the world that all foreign troops must leave Senegal come 2025. This 2025. That means France and the United States must evacuate Senegal. The military presence of France must leave Senegal. And why did he make such an announcement? Because he states that Senegal is a sovereign country and other military bases being on the land of Senegal means that their sovereignty is controlled. So he has commanded that all military troops in Senegal, foreign military troops, must leave Senegal. Could it be that Senegal is being influenced by the movement in the AES countries we are seeing today, especially Mali that shares border with Senegal to the east? But let's recall, Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger, even Ivory Coast, have already told French troops to leave before now. Why is Senegal being diplomatic about asking France to leave and the United States to leave? Senegal, like most other West African states, were colonized by France, but gained its independence in 1960. The first president of Senegal was Léopold Sédar Senghor, who connected and who had strong ties even after independence, maintained strong cultural and economic ties or bonds with France. Senegal adopted French as its official language after independence. France influence persisted in Senegal through military bases in Dakar, the CFA franc, and also France's dominance in the key sectors of the Senegalese economy. Critics argued that this has kept Senegal economically dependent and politically restrained on France. Today, the story is written. The 2024 election saw the rise of Bassirou Diomaye Faye and Sonko, both open critics of French neocolonialism. They've called for greater economic participation and the review of military agreements between France and Senegal. So France leaving Senegal is not because of war, not because of conflict, but with tactful diplomacy, Senegal told France it is time to pack up and go. And here, this is why it's changing a lot in West Africa. Senegal, like other Sahel states, says we want control over our lands, resources, and economy, though French businesses can stay. But this is a major power shift in West Africa. So this is where it gets more interesting. Senegal is about to become an oil and gas producer. Major oil fields like Sangoma and GTA have signed oil deals to start production in Senegal with the discovery of oil in mid-2024. This can be transformational for Senegal, with billions of dollars in potential revenue. Senegal sees this as a path to economic independence, no longer needing to lean so heavily on France or its cooperation. With the new wealth on the horizon, Senegal tends to renegotiate old relationships with leverage on the new development of oil in the country. As it unfolds, Senegal is now an emerging energy power, no longer reliant on France by default. So that changes the game. The future might see Senegal aligning with countries like China, Russia to make better economic developments. Recently, Senegal demanded access to French archives from the 1944 Traoré massacre, seeking truth and justice for Senegalese. Also, renaming the streets, highways, squares in the country that has or bears French colonialist name to indigenous names. So let's see as it unfolds. Will Senegal fully ditch France, or will define the terms on which the partnership can be maintained or could be maintained with France? If you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing, like and comment in the comment section. See you on my next video.